I left my high paying design lead profile job to pursue content creation, and I will advise you why you should not. I have had the opportunity to be in the design leadership role for many years, along with my decades of design experience, something that I have always dreamt of being where I have been. Something really significant happened in the entire year of 2020. Lockdown, stores shut, mass layoff all over the world. I lost some of the most talented team members in this span of time, and I realized all of a sudden if someone leaves, a new one is brought in. Don't worry, I survived the year of the great layoff, the load of which came on to my leftover team. But this also gave me space to retrospect. During the lockdown, I had some time to myself, and one day while I was just soaking in the sun, I just realized that I have never had the time to enjoy simple things, like just sitting under the sun without having to think about anything. It was either school, college, for the full-time job that took all these moments off. Yes, I also know that the education and the job is what got me to where I am today. So I thought furthermore, read books, listened to loads of podcasts, to understand what the others have been doing that I am not doing. How some people really find the life they always wanted. I do not really mean to say that I just want to do nothing and sit under the sun for hours, but I also want to think about having the freedom that I myself should decide when to work and when to play. I didn't quit my job in a hasty decision, but I had a plan and some valid reasons as well. I had also identified loopholes in the 9 to 5 job systems of things. The first one is basically time is too short. Just to cross-check, I also did a short survey by asking people online if they feel we all have a mission or a purpose to our existence, and 83% turns out to be a yes. And I believe we all have a purpose to exist here, a mission in our life. We are not sent with a mission from another planet though, but we finally create something meaningful with our lives, and most of us realize it very late in our lives. And when we realize our personal mission, what we are passionate about, the time is actually too short. That is when we wished we had more time than anything else. This is what even my 60-year-old self says to me, and it tells me to take the plunge. All the risk and the grilling is worth every bit. My 60-year-old self has always helped me in my toughest of decisions, and he keeps coming back to me to check if I'm living my life the way I wish, or am I living it to satisfy the society? Because the society definitely thinks if you do not have a 9 to 5 job, you are a failure. And by the way, failure is an event and not a person. I do not want to regret later by not believing in my dreams just because society thinks something else. Point number 3 is money versus value. If you work for money only, you're trading your time for money. It is only going to be transactional. The day you don't have work, you won't get paid, and hence you will always live and work in fear. Your salary is the bribe they give to kill your dreams. Keep learning every day. That is the secret recipe to survive in today's world. I'm not motivating you all to quit your jobs, but my intention is to ask you to reevaluate your life and not let money become the only reason. There's a huge difference between getting paid for the number of hours you put on a job and the value you generate with that same number of hours. You're employed as 8 hours per day and 5 to 6 days a week for work for which you finally get paid a salary at the end of the month. But the value you generate is actually exponentially higher to the company, which is the price we pay for the thing called security. Culture eats strategy for breakfast. If the culture is not set right in an organization, even the most talented performer will become out of place. All strategies fall apart if culture is not set ethically. No job is secure anymore. You can be fired at any point of time. And now that this is normal, no one feels secure about a full-time job. Every day after the pandemic has passed, as I suppose, that fear and insecurity is what I see in most of the employers' voices. I too had that feeling, and I started questioning myself, why? Am I being too weak to handle all this pressure? But trust me, I have been in this pressure before as well. Then the next thing what happened to me is I came across this beautiful book called Ikigai. After reading and understanding this book, I just felt very strongly that I was made for content creation. Whatever are my weakness, I will learn it while working on the content. My main insecurity has been about speaking and script writing, which now I'm getting better day by day. I have been in this well of insecurities which always held me back, and I realized most of them didn't even exist. So I learned to focus on my uniqueness instead of thinking about the skills others have but I don't. I know, trust me, this really helped. So, people who are finalizing their entire career based on parental, societal statuses, please read this book and implement the methods, and trust me, you will never feel the work, but all play and earn. So, I started uploading videos on YouTube with whatever zero skills and gears I had. Every weekend was about filming while I script every evening after dinner and tried uploading. At least 2 to 3 videos in a month, although I know it's not enough though. Some months went too hectic at work that I hardly got the time to upload, and there were long gaps of radio silence in my channel. I started feeling guilty about missing my uploads and hated ignoring my channel, which I love doing the most. And with time, I realized that my happiness and satisfaction actually comes from creating content. Realize that value is more important than money. Giving back is always a magical thing. I have been thinking for more than a year now if I should rather do this full time. I was also clouded with doubts about what if it doesn't work out. Honestly, I have no plan B, and sometimes it is good to know that there is no other option but to jump into the ocean, and I will learn to swim anyhow. Frustration, stress, pressure from work is not worth if you are not passionate about what you are doing. In fact, these words won't even exist if you are doing the job that you love the most. And honestly, I found that I can work on content creation for hours and I don't even realize the time until I get up from my desk after finishing a post. Every day is a new day with a new thing to learn, get inspired from, and a mission to add new value to my viewers. I held on because I felt I was not yet ready. My skills and content quality was improving, but it wasn't really up to the point to be called good work. And then after some point of time, my friends started noticing some serious improvements in me, even though my subscriber counts have always been slow and low. In fact, it is today only I managed to cross 1,000 subscribers benchmark after more than 2 years of grilling. I still have to cross the 4,000 hours of viewers total watch time to totally get monetized within a bracket of 365 days from today. Let me explain how this goes. Whatever watch hours that were there before 365 days back will all keep getting counted off from the total, and I will have to keep building stronger and quality content so you all find more value in it and spend more time and more watch hours to my channel. So I felt this is not going to be enough, and knowing that my happiness and satisfaction lies in creating videos, I decided that with the new year coming in, I too move on to start a new journey, remove my masks and come out to the world just the way I am, and as a content creator. Yes, it is a high-risk jump, but I always did my years of research and planned in detail this entire journey. Every month since 2020, I've been adding filming equipments to my arsenal. Have seen so many content creators grow immensely with time, which gave me the belief if they can do it, even I can. Learned all the possible ways to generate income from multiple sources. Accumulated at least 12 months of reserve for financial backup and to show up every day to work on my content. And I only have to get better and better from here. But maybe I will suggest it to you after 1 year. Let's see where we go. So support a content creator. Now that I've left my 9-to-5 job, I'm totally working 24/7. But guess what? This 24/7 is all mine. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one. And I have to make this content with a hush because my parents are going to kill me on this content.